Why would you want to hate somebody? Because how you look? They jealous of your features? That's a sign of weakness.
I wanted to ask a question about when you said in your book that you dealt with people for who they are and like you didn't look at what they have.
Right.
And I said that because I relate to it so much because growing up, I used to be like telling the young girls, like, I talk to everybody. I talk to alcoholics, addicts, whoever want to give me some good advice. And I know they've been there, done that. They was my age before they then went through some stuff. I would sit and talk to whoever. I'm just not the type of friend that want to talk to people because I think that they got this and they got that up here. If you're not teaching me how to fish so I could feed myself, you not trying to give me the game, I'm not really trying to hear that.
To me.
You're not beneficial to a homeless person is more beneficial to me than you are because you're not teaching me nothing. They more humble and they rock bottom. They'll pass that knowledge on. But you might just be wanting to tell me, oh, I got this, I got that. Like, I don't be impressed with all of that. So I like when you said how you deal with people for who they are.
Well, me growing up, right? I'm not the same person that I was 15, 16 years old, as far as, features. Let's say features. Features meaning your looks, how you look now to then.
Right.
So I was never a person was picked on or, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't had the clothes and all that stuff, but I always deal with underdogs. That's just me. And I was never like in an in crowd. Anybody know me would tell you that. Now, when you who you are, you're going to always be noticed in life because character plays a big part in who you are as an individual, meaning your heart. So, always been a giver, always been a person that can go to assist or, you got a problem. It's like I'm the problem solver. Like, and I used to tell my buddy this all the time. Like, I always say, man, where all your buddies at? Because he'll tell me why he don't ask them. But it's like when somebody in need of something, they always come to me for something. Always. I didn't cut it out late because it's like you say, well, you ain't out here that long to do all this. You know what I'm saying? It's like people should be helping me. Like this stuff. Nobody helping me. Now, if they need something, they won't call me. Not now like it used to be, but what I was about to say, I'm the type of person, man, I'm going to deal with you for who you are. It ain't about what you got. Never. Like, even with the opposite sex, it's like, it's nothing I feel as though a woman could ever do for me. Meaning basics. Like cooking, cleaning, you turn me on to something or what? I done done it all myself. I mean, it's good to have a mate that, you can grow with or show you, like you say, grow and show you certain things, but basic stuff, that ain't gonna move me. So I'm the type of person, I'm gonna accept you for you. I'm gonna give you some advice if you choose to take it, but at the end of the day, that's on you, man. That's where I'm at in life right now. You are who you are, and whatever you're doing is what you're doing, meaning I'm not gonna let you hold me back.
Exactly.
Male, female, or family. Right. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come back to you. It's all about what you're gonna do. So that's to separate, like you say, leadership and the men and women from the boys and girls, because it's about what you're gonna do. Not always, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Or what somebody can do for you. Do it for yourself. That's my main, I always say that. What you gonna do for yourself?
I'm a DIY queen. I found out how to do everything. If I could Google it and I could figure it out myself.
So to answer that question, yeah, I always been that type of person. Like, I'm not into that. And that's when you see a lot of people, you see their self-worth. I call it self-worth. A lot of people don't have self-worth either. Believe that. So you got to know your self-worth. That's why you see people when they get older, you see how the life is beating them up. Just sit back and look at some people you grew up with. You just look at them like, they might say, girl, you still look good. You look at them like, girl, I ain't know that was you. Because of life.
I see that all the time, man. But
Life.
everybody's their own worst enemy.
Beating them up. And you can start seeing it. It's like,
You can see it all in their face.
I just said that. I said people cannot stay out in the streets too long because it shows on their face.
you are who you are. Age, one thing about age, it's going to catch up with you. And whatever you doing, it's going to show.
And who you are and how you treating people is going to show on the outside. When you said you would have been unalive if you wasn't who you was, how come you feel like that?
Because at that time, when I stated that, there was a lot going on. You know, like friends turn to foes, and you know, some good friends are now they not friends no more. Really nothing, to be honest. But like I just said, going back to who I am, so you can be put in a situation like a innocent bystander. So some people have a conscience like, you know what? They ain't got nothing to do with it, but that's such and such sister or brother, anybody. You know, it happens all the time. So it's like some people are petty like that, don't have a conscience, don't care. So they looking at anybody that basically they feel is a part of that. And that ain't manly or woman-like, that's like a coward. So I was saying that to say because when I was talking about walking and stuff, I used to walk. I'm talking about it was crazy during that time. This was like 96. And it was a lot of people I knew was really trying to kill each other if they catch them. So, and then it's about where you from. You know how that go, neighborhoods. So they know you from here. So it's like, so basically they was giving me passes. Like, man, look, be safe out here, man. Be safe out here. They catch me all the time. Like, what's up, you good? Yeah, I'm good. But if it wasn't for my character back then to that, I was a target. So that's why I said they gave me a pass. A lot of people did because they really knew my heart and who I was as an individual. And also, like I was talking about my juvenile part of my upbringing and getting locked up, a lot of us did time as well together. You know what I'm saying? So the respect level was kind of different. That's another topic I'm gonna get into too about, it's like y'all went to college, you know, you got your French sisters and stuff, and men, that's the same thing with jail. It's like a brotherhood.
The camaraderie.
Yeah. So it can start at, like I said, at junior high school to the phases in your life. So that because I ain't see that person in 10 years, they still remember me back then before now. So who you I call them transformers, you know, transformers, because people transform a lot. So you transform into this person. They don't know me and you back then. They know you as of now. So that's like history. So that's why I said that.
Makes sense. Envy, hate, and jealousy are signs of weaknesses.
Yes. Oh, yes. Envy, jealousy.
And envy, hate, and jealousy.
Okay, just think about what I just said in the book. If somebody envy you, they jealous of you and they hate you, why? Why would you want to hate somebody? Because how you look? They jealous of your features? That's a sign of weakness of, like I said, that's a sign of you don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, you think you like that. How?
How about I know I'm like that?
And you should
what's
think
your
you
problem?
like
I'm
that.
saying, but why would you even say that though?
And how do you feel about that? Me knowing that I know that I'm like that.
So
Why does that bother somebody?
Why does that bother you?
People like us, I know y'all been getting that for a long time. So again, I'm 50 something now. I've been hearing that all my life. You think you like that. You did. But sometimes people, they want to be you.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, that's just in life, period, with people. So everything that you went through, especially what I'm saying is, if you know where you're going and you know who you are, you know your self-worth, you're going to always have that. And that's what I mean by people, place, and things. Because these same people don't mean you well for real. They're going to smile on your face, but for real, I hate that bitch.
I be feeling that a lot.
I'm telling you, I hate his ass. Even me. Oh, he back out here? I wish you would have stayed in. See, the stuff that I'm going to get, y'all ain't going to get. I may get it just come around the way. Like, say you go around Stand Hill or something, you just come around and see the homies. Who's that bitch? Not to say it like that, but who is that? They knew though. The new people. You born and raised. Who is that? They hating. Why? Because they see something that they not.
Right. And that is the thing. When
When
people look at you, it's like they looking in the mirror. So you got something that they want. When they look at you, they saying that they don't have what you have. Right. So it ain't like they mad at you. They mad that they don't have what you have. What they see in you. Or some people just don't even understand, like, because people like us, we just be very magnetic. Like you said, you got passes because your character, like people mess with you even if they don't like you, they still mess with you. Like I still respect him because, but everybody don't have that, and people be mad because they don't have that. Like they don't have that spark. It's just like some type of spark.
It's like, you're right, it's a magnet because, and that's one thing about life, you need that though. That's a sign of weakness. What I was saying, that's a sign of weakness because that's letting me know you are a weak individual. It could be just something that's small. It could be how you look, how you dress. The women, while coming from a man, all the women like you. That's hate. Mm-hmm. Why you hate me? But that's what I'm saying. That's not a good look. So when you see these signs in people, time gonna tell, you're gonna start seeing it, and if they still around, more and more and more. And
I'm glad you said that because me and my sister talk all the time. We be like, it's starting to get louder and louder. And sometimes they're like, are we tripping? We'd be out and we'd come get in the car, we'd speak on something. She'd be like, I noticed the same thing. And I'd be like, I'm tripping. Nah. But it's like
so bad that sometimes I really be thinking that I'm tripping.
It's like, louder and people getting more bold with just saying, feeling like they could say whatever they want.
Man, I had a dude told me, not to cut you off, and I knew this was hate. You know what I told you about hate? I told you I'm older now. Like, I'm 50-something years old. Man said this, a man, not a homosexual. He said, man, you always was pretty. I said, what? He said, nah, man, you just pretty. A man. Now he's a man. But he's saying like, man, you always, basically in so many words, man, you always been a pretty motherfucker.
Then the hating way.
It's like an underhanded compliment. Yeah. It's like compliment, but it's like,
you know what I'm saying? Like basically, like, nigga, when you gonna fall off?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it like basically saying, when you gonna fall off, man? It been too long. When you gonna fall off?
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
So, in the book, you said women used to tell you how men used to be hating on you. Mm-hmm. And so, and how they would talk about you to other women. Mm-hmm. Is it like, do you know when women be hating on other women?
Well, I know that too. I've been around. Well, speak on that, and I spoke on that because, like I said before, I wasn't the type. It's two types of men and women. It's two types gonna make something happen, and you basically say you know who you are. Then you got the ones that's basically waiting on somebody to do something for you. So I was always the type that, like I said, features, some of them guys wanted to be me. So it took them to have, like you say, the money, the cars. I ain't need that. I can just be walking down the street, you know. You just might want to play in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want, it's like, I didn't need that stuff in who I was as an individual because I had to sell myself. I knew my self-worth. I told you back then. So it could be, because like I said, my time away is like, I see you every day. But you see your homies every day, but suppose you ain't see somebody you ain't, what junior high school you went to? Johnson?
Huh?
It don't matter, Hines. Suppose you ain't seen a friend of yours since Hines, and you 30-some years old. It's like, oh my God. And don't look beat up or nothing. It's like, that's a miracle. So I'm saying at my age, I left you when you was, not you, Miss saying homies, at 17. Now you got 2 kids, whatever the case may be, whatever. And it's like, you see me now. So it's like fresh meat. It's like a model coming to the hood as a woman. You're a model, supermodel, and you come into the hood, the people you already know, beat down, and it's something new. It's like you the sun. So do you know how much people be hating on you? Can you imagine that? No, you already know that's what I'm saying. So you don't need to talk about that no more. That's what it was, just like that.
Listen, since I was born,
Did I hit it on the nose?
Yeah.
because I had to learn growing up. Like now, I'm like, I'm not dimming my light no more for nobody. I've done that so much because of what other people say. She thinks she all that. I went with shade
People say that a lot.
because people will be like, she thinks she all that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wear
It's like
shades.
you saying I think I'm all that. No, you think I'm all that.
I don't care no more. I am all that.
So basically, these questions y'all ask me inside the book is just like it's the same stuff. Some of the stuff you went through yourself.
Yeah, that's why when I read it, I could relate to my, oh, this is just how I feel.
That's, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah.
So, but I was never, quote unquote, because them people get washed up. The ones, they feel as though they know their features and they know what's going on. That's the one you see 10, 15 years later, they're on the streets. They're homeless. Because they let their beauty and what they thought was a magnet get what they want. And now you're not 20 no more. You're not 30 no more.
Oh, that makes
They
sense.
investing
Kevin Gates
too
said
much
that in the
into
rap.
stuff that don't matter.
He was like, the popular kids be bullshit.
Man.
The wild, like, it makes
Because
sense,
they be
though.
so focused on their appearance
It's so-
that
it
they
makes
can't
sense.
focus on what's important in life. And meanwhile, you so focused on, you got tunnel vision, you focused on what's important in life. They aging crazy and you aging backwards. Because on your journey, like you start learning about how to be healthy, how to exercise, how to eat right so you can look right and feel good, you know, and they just so worried about their image that they not worried about none of that. And I see that a lot even on social media because people so worried about eating out all the time at these fancy restaurants that they're not even thinking about too much eating out, even if it's at a fancy restaurant, is bad. Like it's not good for you. So you all this fancy food that you putting in your body is making you look crazy as you aging. You're losing it. The sugar is showing on the outside.
That's why they say you're not 20 no more. Like, I got so many topics I can talk about. Basically, I was talking about men and women because it's like women my age would tell you, I call it standards, meaning what your standards are, right? As a man, you telling me basically what you want and what you are demanding from a man. So now you just look back, like, damn, okay, you 50-some years old, okay. So you 50-some years old, you probably got grandkids. The kids, they got grandkids. And you're not the same 25-year-old. You 50-some years old, just like you said about the eating out and you 200 pounds. You're not 100 pounds no more.
Right.
So your demands is going,
You ain't gonna never meet them. You want a man to make 100,000, but you don't even make 40,000.
Exactly.
It just don't.
It
Don't make sense. Yeah.
Boom.
All right, my next one is I love how you never forgot about like your friends. You talked about how your friends in prison, you made sure you send them pictures and money and even visits. Like that's big for me because I be feeling like these guys be out here on Instagram, bottles, buying girls, club, all this VIP tables, but they be having friends that's locked up that you couldn't even send a picture, you couldn't send a letter. Like that means a lot to somebody in jail. And I just hate that out of sight, out of mind. Especially for the ones that they locked up, but when they was out on the streets, they looked out for everybody. And then the moment they go to jail, you forget about them. And I'm especially talking about you ones that when they come home, you be trying to, and they in the halfway house, you try to give them bag, little boxes, soap and all that, but you wasn't there that whole big. It be females and they parents, they mothers, they grandmothers, and they good girlfriends. Cause you know some girlfriends, they be in the wind too. But it be them good ones that hold them down, and you be seeing all this stuff, and you be like, Dad, they come home, and they man to throw them a bag. They in the halfway house, buy them some shoes and stuff, and they forget all about all these years you wasn't there.
They forget all about that, and not only that, they forget about all of that, but then they start. I ain't gonna say turn their back, but they kind of start taking for granted the ones that were there. And I see a lot of men that come home from jail and do that. Like I gotta be like, my ex-boyfriend who was locked up, like, I'm sending you crying to me about these people not doing nothing for you. Like, I gotta listen to you whine and cry about this. But when you come home, you not making time to spend with me. You spending all your time with them. Yeah. Like, that's just crazy. I never understood that. Well, never will understand that.
I can talk about all that stuff, both sides. First of all, with that, because I've experienced all that stuff. That's why I'm so loyal. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal because I'm the type of person, like I said before, it ain't about what you got and what you can do for me. And that's why I move the way I move right now today. Like, I call it, like you say, I call it like I made this up, like a 2-block radius. You know, some people, their mind, basically tunnel vision, is just 2 blocks.
Oh, okay.
2 blocks meaning, what I'm going to LA for? They just worrying about from northeast to southeast or not even leaving southeast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, you got a 2-block radius meaning your mind is go to 2 blocks. Or
that's just your neighborhood. That ain't even southeast and north.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just your neighborhood.
So don't say another state or out the country. You can't even see that far.
They don't even see past Merlin. You say I'm in Merlin.
See them? Y'all know what I'm talking about with that. So what I'm saying is, a lot of times, that's why I say people, place, and things. You're gonna always be the person who you were. So if you gravitate back, like you said, your ex-boyfriend went back to these guys and nothing for him. That let you know about him.
That's just who he is.
And look what you did for him. And God knows, as far as right now, you might be still tight, cool. He might call you for something. That right there, you never supposed to forget that. That's coming from me. So I'm the type of person, if I had that then, there's nowhere in the world somebody gonna come between that when I was in a time of need, like you say, rock bottom, and forget them. I got women that's married, and I'm talking about old relationships, we still like this. Don't mean I sleep with them, but it's like you say, it's the respect, you know? And a lot of them guys, the goddamn, they was dealing with me. So basically, like you say, I taught them really what to prepare themselves for. If you is dealing with somebody like this, man, look here. And I just tell the guys this, honest God's trust. I say, look here, man, I'm not even with them no more. Look, man, this is a good woman, man. Please don't dog out, man. This is a beautiful woman. You get what they say? You get what they say? Man, I ain't gonna do that. Because they know what they got. Me, I took it for granted. No regrets because I'm doing me. But it's like they appreciate that. But I'm letting them know, look here, man, I'm not with her. But yeah, a lot of people, man, they really don't honor loyalty and respect. Because anytime I can go deep into this, because I got so many people say different things, like you say, out of sight of the mind. Then people may say, oh man, you ain't asked, how would I know? Come on, man, be for real.
Especially if you've been in that situation,
Right.
you know.
So you got so many I call it, somebody gonna give you so many excuses why they did what they did, but at the end of the day, they was wrong and they know it is wrong. People like that, man, like I said, you gotta let that go. Let that go. Because it's not worth it. You gotta have a foundation of, you might bump heads, y'all might bump heads, but you never forget that foundation. You know what I'm saying? And money can't replace that. Material things, that's part of money, material things. That can't replace certain things. So I learned that. I learned that like some things like family. I told you, I don't honor family. But if my family may need me at the time, meaning they ain't gotta need me, I'ma do it. I'm the first, I'm on the front line. That's me. I'm on the front line.
Okay, you got them still, but you don't honor family. But you still got them when they need you, right?
What I mean by family, immediate. So it's only like two now. There's my mother. I mean, I got my brother, you really need me, but really family, period. But my immediate, because it's only me and my mother. My father's gone. Yeah, my father's gone. I had to bury him. My sister, I got different siblings of a size. I'm just talking about meaning my family.
I get that.
That's all I got.
I mean, and shoot, sometimes that stuff be proven to you. It be proven to you that.
Bingo, it's proven to me that what that mean. We just got blood.
Yeah.
Your father, your uncle, that's like family to me. Everybody know it. I don't honor family. But I can sit down and cool with everybody else's family, but I ain't even with my own family. And that's crazy.
It is, but it is, but it ain't. I think for me, the way my thought system is that we come here, like you say, in the blood lineage, but I feel like you got the choice to create your family. Right. And I think that it's certain traits that make you a family, and it don't matter if you blood related or not. I feel that, I agree with that.
So that's the answer to your question about the loyalty part, about the jail stuff, reaching out to people. That's what that means. That's my family. Because I'd rather deal with people, and it's sad to say, y'all. I mean, some people, if you never been through a situation, you probably will never really understand it clearly. But I'd rather. That's just like, let me say this. Even from my mate to friendships, I feel as though I would like to know the part of the success story and the part of where it all began, like you're doing with me. I don't want to hear that, you got a company, you doing this, you doing that. No, okay, that sounds good. Now, I'm going to dig, even you. Who helped you? Or my father left me this money. Or there's nothing wrong with that. You did something with it. But I'm like, okay. Now, if you telling me as far as your struggles and how you got this, you dropped out of high school, you went back to community college, you got your bachelor's on the university, you did blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna respect that. Not saying, oh, my daddy made sure I was good. Or my mother set up me a trust fund.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna feel her instead of somebody saying what they got, but I'm gonna ask them, well, how you get it? Yeah. It's a difference.
That's all I want to know. How?
Exactly.
See, that's a difference. That's a big difference.
I'm telling me what you have and tell me how you got it.
And a guess that potentially can come on, they don't want to open up to the how. They just want people to know that I'm successful. I got this. I'm this. I'm that. But I'm like, I don't care about that superficial
That's
stuff.
not the
I
part
just
that
want to know
helps.
how. Because the person that's in the house that might be watching this podcast that's trying to figure out how to navigate through this tough life, they're not going to get nothing from you just saying what you got. They going to get something from you saying, I had to go through this to get here, because they probably sitting at home going through the same thing that you went through, and they like, now I know I can get through this.
Exactly. So that's why I say I like dealing with, back before, I like dealing with the underdogs. My energy is like, we're going to go a little further because it's like the energy. We got the same vibe. So somebody just talking, that's why this day and time I learned too. You learn as you go. People in general are tired of people talking. They want to see it. Even me, you want to see it. Like, okay, you saying this, you saying that. People want to see it because people been talking for so long. So that's a part of growth and where you're going in life, because it's like the old saying, each one supposed to teach one. So that's why I came up with Free Game. That's the name of my the clothing line.
Okay, and that free game, but who told you that the game is supposed to be sold and not told?
That's dumb stuff. Because free information, if you know something, you should want to share that.
I mean, isn't that why God give it to you? I mean, you don't just get information out the blue. You got your higher power is working with you to teach. Right. That's what we here for.
But some people, that's what I'm saying. That's what you say the games be sold, not to be told, because that's a hater.
That's a hater.
Meaning, why I'm gonna give you something that like a professor, right?
You better than me.
The professor ain't gonna give you everything in the beginning. Well, why not? Because it's gonna make you
paying for that.
They're gonna you gonna be more sharper than me. I don't need you no more. See what I'm saying? So I got to get all I can get out of you. There's so much stuff that us as black people are so behind in, and will never even reach where other people are right now, because of basically everybody got a difference. Everybody not on the same page of where we should be. That's dealing with religion. That's dealing with from a worker to a boss. You got a boss mentality. I just want to work. But how we gonna get somewhere? We don't own nothing. Only thing you want to do is work. How we gonna?
And then,
so it's different levels.
But the crazy thing about even the ones that have the mentality to just work, they don't want to work for each other or with each other. They want to go work for somebody else, so they can pretend that they doing better than you. Or that they don't need you.
It starts as a kid, because even like going to college, I had friends be like, "Oh, I'm not going to this school. I'm going to that school." You don't want to go to the same school as me, but then 6 months later, you not even in school no more.
I told all of my friends, let's go to college together. They all said, "Oh no, I'm going to this school because I heard it's better than that school that you going to." And never one of them end up going to school at all. But it's like what Jay-Z said, a nigga rather work for somebody else than to work with me, just so that he can pretend that he on my level. That shit is irking to me.
And still gonna call you a nigga. They still look at you as a nigga.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's what you're saying too. You still a nigga in their eyes.
In their eyes, and then you a slave to them. When to us, we supposed to be like a family, work building together, but they never gonna look at you like a partner. And that's why he said they'd rather work for somebody else than to work with me. Like, you don't even want to work with me, but you would rather work for somebody else. Like,
that's insane.
It's insane. It is insane, but
that's how they hate somebody. They
trained us to be like that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is just some neighborhood stuff. True story. I said, man, I'm willing to pay somebody $30 an hour. $30. You know, some people in their mind small. $30 an hour, man, what I gotta do? I said, man, you ain't really gotta do nothing but make some shirts, $30 an hour. All right, I'm on it. But they looking at he just talking. Just before all this hit, you wearing it now. They thinking just talk. Now you seeing it. See, but the downfall in their mind, he faking. He talking about some $30 an hour. He think he better than me. Basically, the $30 an hour. I'm trying to give them. I'm giving them more than what they work for. See, but I would never do that for him. Now you seeing it. Just now I'm throwing it in the face. See, same $30 an hour. The pop up, same $30 an hour. I was telling you about. See, not congratulating, really hating, bitch ass nigga. For real. But you see it though. You see, it ain't just you talking. You see it. You know, and that's how people are. That's baby saying. Basically say, man, I'm proud of you because you already know my story. They know the story. Basically, like, you think he better than me.
Man, that's what gets me the most.
That's right.
We came up wearing each other clothes. And when I'm starting to do good for myself, you mad at me. I just don't understand it.
But anyway, moving on. This is a real podcast here.
This is a real podcast.